What's up, fellow LEGO fans? DJ Legos here, back for another review, and today I'm taking an unsponsored and honest take on the LEGO Marvel 2023 Advent Calendar, themed to the Avengers, specifically the Infinity Saga. Set number 76267, the Avengers Advent Calendar, comes with 243 pieces. Recommended for building ages 7 and up, and I paid its standard retail price of $45 here in the United States. But without further ado, let's start deconstructing the set and see how it stacks up. So let's start by looking at the box here. Pretty standard to the Advent calendars. You do have the LEGO Marvel logo up in the corner. Set specs, the Infinity Saga with Iron Man about to do the sacrifice. It is 2023 after all, in universe and in real life. You got a nice Christmas setting for the front of the box. Looks like it's inside Avengers Tower. And you do have some of the day builds shown off on the front of the box, as well as one of the exclusive holiday figures. And letting you know that there's 24 individual gifts down there in the corner for the bow. Top the box, you have the holiday version of Spider-Man for the actual size reference. And flipping this around to the back, you have a nice product shot of the set as well, showing some of the builds as well as how the Advent calendars generally work if you haven't seen an Advent calendar before. But what you do is you cut the tape on the back here, and it'll bring this flap down where you have all the days, all 24 days leading into Christmas on the front here, with that nice inside Avengers Tower. And then the bottom flap does give you a little play mat here, continuing the floor of Avengers Tower as well. So if you haven't done an Advent calendar before, pretty much what you do is you go through day by day and punch it out. So number one is right here. So we pull this out, and for number one, of course, we get Iron Man. So first up, we have Iron Man in his Mark 85 from Endgame. This figure is more exclusive due to the parts more than being an actual exclusive figure. For accessories, you do get the Power Blast pieces, and you do get the little cylinders, as always, used for the jets. But the leg print, not new, nor is the torso print. We've been getting that since 2019. LEGO hasn't updated in any way. Kind of wish that they would, considering I don't like how they do the arms for this suit. Those really needed arm printing on them, just to get the smattering of detail that's on the arms of that suit. But it is still nicely printed as always. The helmet is that newer style that was introduced last year, and this helmet is also from the Armory set that came out last year, that really overpriced one. So it does still flip up with that style. And you do get the standard Tony Stark head we've been getting since 2018, with the back side being that heads-up display look, which looks really nice. And again, really don't like this helmet for certain suits, but here it works fine. I like the fact that the face plate is more smooth. Really allows you to print more different styles of suits without worrying about the shape of the visor. But the back helmet only works for if you're doing the Mark 50 or the Mark 85 here. Day number 2 brings us a little cute build for a holiday themed Quinjet. I think that it is very nicely built. Does use some nice part usage, and only detractor here is I don't think many people outside of Marvel would be able to pinpoint what this is, considering kind of just looks like a normal airplane. Number 3, and we're already on our second figure for this Advent calendar. I think the designers should have paced themselves, but of course it's the Spider-Man that's plastered all over the box for this Advent calendar. And accessory wise, he does come with a couple of those clear accessory holder pieces for his webs. They do not have anything currently attached to them, but I think that's going to come in a future day here. But looking at the actual figure, same head we've been getting for the Tom Holland Spider-Mans since the CMF series. Nice torso print there for that Christmas ugly sweater. Very nicely spider themed. You got some webs kind of looking like snowflakes. The Spidey logo in the center there, it looks all really nice. And he does come with dark blue pants here, probably represent jeans or something. And then on the back we get the standard print for the back of the head there, and then of course you get the Spider-Man logo for his name, assuming you want to reuse this for custom. So day number 4 of course gives us those web accessory pieces for Spider-Man in that gold color. Pretty nice considering those were only available in that color in that Vulture drone set to tie into the Spider-Man No Way Home initial wave there. I will say this is kind of useless on its own, considering with Spider-Man they didn't really give you anything to connect these together. I mean, you can fit the web fluid pieces here into here, but you can't connect the bigger web pieces, so that is I'm assuming we're going to get the connectors in a following day. Day number 5 brings us a little snowman build themed to the Avengers stuff, and the only thing that makes it Avengers related, the arc reactor kind of being right there. And then I assume these are meant to be Black Widow's pistols here in white. Those are the Overwatch pieces, still pretty rare in that color, but thankfully you get 2 of them here. You get a little top hat and it all looks really cute. Day number 6 brings us a little gift wrapping station. This is built in a way that can combine with the Iron Man Armory sets that have been released previously, especially the one that came out last year. It's pretty smartly built here. Really love how they use the Lego car door piece upside down just to represent a little roll of wrapping paper being fed out, and then you do get a little gold and green here. I wonder if that's supposed to be for Loki or for Hulk. And then you just got the Lego scissor piece right there clipped to the side. Day number 7 brings us our second holiday figure for this Advent calendar. Black Widow wearing a Christmas sweater. So talking about her accessories, she comes with that standard lightsaber blade piece in a blue color. I don't really think that those are the best representation for her batons, but Lego seems to think so. They get the job done, I guess. But talking about the actual figure itself, same hair we've been getting on Black Widow, depending on the version here. The head is also not new. It's the Jyn Erso head that Lego likes to use to represent Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow here. Torso print is where this figure really shines. It's really nicely designed. You got a couple of snowmen there. You got little designs all over the torso there. Focus, come back to me. There we go. You got all that nice pattern design. You got her Black Widow logo there with the Christmas tree in the center. That's really cool and really unique to her. Flipping her around, the back of the torso, you just have the Avengers logo with the Santa head on it. And flipping the hair around so you can see that pretty standard alternate face. Day number 8 brings us a couple of trees, I guess, decorations built using the golden web pieces finally. They do use that kind of 3-pronged splayed one. Pretty effectively. They look pretty cute. And then the other thing you get today is a little, I'm guessing it's supposed to be a Stark Tech reindeer thing. It does utilize the colors of Iron Man and the arc reactor. Again, it's still pretty cute and pretty festive. Day number 9, we get yet another minifigure. We get Captain America. So this one's exclusive through variation of parts. Pretty much you get the unprinted dark blue legs, which should have at least come with dual molded ones, even for the set that this figure comes from. The torso is very nicely printed. It's supposed to represent his suit from the first Avengers movie. This torso came out at the beginning of the year in the Quinjet set, and it is a really great improvement on top of the original figure that came out in 2012 for that movie. Of course, LEGO's graphical designs have made vast improvements, so we get a really detailed and really accurate torso here. And of course he comes with his trusty shield. This is the same one that we've been getting since 2019 for the Endgame wave there. The head, not new. It's the Alden Ehrenreich Han Solo head from the Solo movie sets. And then he does come with that kind of combed to the side hair in a kind of dirty blonde color. Flipping around to the back, you can see nice torso details from the front of the suit there, wrapping around to the back, and then flipping the hair around, he does come with that alternate aggressive expression. Day number 10, we do get this nice little jetpack build. It's pretty simple, utilizing that Sky Police neck mount that was introduced a while back in the city line. So, as the box suggests, this is supposed to go onto our Captain America figure for him to wear. That's who's advertised wearing this thing on the box, so it does make him a little bit back heavy, but so for day number 11 we get this little fireplace build. It's pretty nice, pretty simple for the parts included. You do get Thor's hammer Mjolnir just clipped up on top of the chimney bit there, and this also does have that same clip and connection point as the Iron Man armory sets, as well as the mini build from the previous day there, so you can connect them and kind of have your own little Christmas scene going for this advent calendar. Day number 12, you get this nice little table workbench thing, I guess for Tony, considering it's in red and gold. So you get the classic toolbox piece introduced, I believe, in Series 9 of the collectible minifigure series. So that makes a nice return. And you also get that standard Lego crowbar piece in a pearl gold color. So for day number 13, we get another minifigure. We get Okoye. This is the exact same one that we debuted last year in the Wakanda Forever sets, though she does not have that little shoulder armor piece that got put on the figure for the 2023 sets. She's missing that, so Technically, it's still the one from the Wakanda Forever sets. She does come with a nice brick-built spear, really nicely done. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty effective. Talking about the actual figure, I've already made my thoughts known on this figure. Head print is very well done. Really looks like Donnie. And the torso is pretty nicely done and detailed, very accurate to her costume in the movie. However, like I said, when I looked at that Wakanda Forever set, she needs leg printing. She needs what's from her outfit of top. She needs the little tunic skirt thing that she wears coming down under the legs. So very disappointed with that still. And then flipping around to the back, you do have some nice back head detailing, though you can barely see it. It's just the red tattoos on the back of her head there. And then she has some nice back torso printing for the details of her outfit. So day number 14 brings us some Christmas accessories for Okoye specifically. For some reason, you get a hockey stick for her, you get ice skates, you get this nice little bunny for a present, I guess. Nice little build for a small package present there. Black 1x1 tile for the hockey puck, and then you get that smaller new windscreen piece that got introduced for this Spidey 4+ line here as well. So that's the only redeeming thing about this day for me, is that little inclusion of that part there. Day number 15 is something really special. It's a weapons accessory holder. We get these in the Star Wars ones pretty frequently, so it's nothing too special here. You do get 4 clips, 2 on each side, to put whatever accessories from whatever figures you want. And then the 1x1 blue cylinder, that's for if you want to take your Iron Man helmet off of Tony and just put it on there for safekeeping. Day number 16, we get thrown for Loki. I'm assuming that's what this is supposed to be. It's his Scuttler scheme. It's got the gold, it's got the green, it's got the trans green for his magic. Hell, even these little swirls on the side look like his horns. So I don't know why this is here. As far as I know, he's not in this advent calendar. So that's a pretty bold decision to include a throne for him, and pretty much assuming kids have a set that has Loki in it, except for the only set that has him in it that's been released in like the past year and a half that kids would have been able to purchase is the Quinjet that came out earlier this year. That would be the only one, because the other one was like the 4+ tower that came out in 2020. So it's a nice inclusion. I just don't know why this is here. Day number 17, it is literally just Doctor Strange's cloak, and it's not even in a baggie, it's just thrown into the little compartment for day 17. Why did we waste an entire day on an accessory for a minifigure that you could have had something else for this day? I don't get it. Day number 18 is, of course, Doctor Strange. That was kind of a given, considering the previous day was literally just his cape, and the instructions for day 18 tell you to put the cape on. I'm not going to do that because you've seen what Doctor Strange looks like with this cape on him. However, let's talk about this figure, because it's nothing new either. He does come with a couple of those accessory stamp holder pieces with some trans green studs put on him. I guess he's using the time stone or something. But looking at the actual figure, it's the same torso we've been getting all year. I guess the couple of sets for Multiverse of Madness didn't sell well, so we just get this torso for Doctor Strange here. I mean, it's not a bad torso. I actually like his outfit that this represents, but it's a little obnoxious that we keep getting this configuration of Doctor Strange. But the torso print is nice. He's got some nice leg print as well. It's kind of a little faded because it's a light blue on top of a dark black plastic, so color's a little washed out there. Nice face print as always. I really like that face print that they debuted for Doctor Strange with the No Way Home sets. That's a really good likeness to Benedict Cumberbatch. And he does come with that kind of Henry Cavill hairpiece again, but with the gray side parts of his hair here. Flipping around to the back, he's got some nice back torso detailing, and flipping the hair around, you can see he has a more aggressive facial expression. And then of course here's Doctor Strange with that cape on for those that care. Again, I really like this cape mold. It's just I don't understand why the cape was separate from this Doctor Strange minifigure if you're just gonna have them in days back to back. Day number 19, we get another bit of that kind of interior thing that we've been building with the fireplace and all that. This representing a little bit of camouflage, I believe, because it directly references the part where Doctor Strange is kind of messing with the time zone and reversing the apple throughout the stages of being eaten and decomposition and all that. Yeah, that scene. So we do have red apple just sitting there on the desk, which is really nice inclusion. You got a little lamp, and of course, again, that's why you have Doctor Strange with the green studs. It's so he can do the time stone stuff. And of course, like I said, this is built in the same style as the previous day builds, so it can connect to each other and create a larger scene, or you can connect it to your Iron Man Hall of Armor sets as well. Day number 20, we get a mini build of a train. Pretty standard for these advent calendars, honestly, especially the city ones. This one's themed to the first Avenger, fascinatingly enough. It's that train that Cap and Bucky dies and all that. But it's nice. Nicely built, nicely used of parts. You even have a blue nano fig there representing Cap running along the top of the train, so that's all pretty cool. Day number 21, we get a kind of small table, I guess for the Christmas party or something that's going on. It's made up of a handful of pieces. You do get the chalice, the wine bottle there in a green color, and then you do get one of the turkey drumsticks represented on a plate there, and it's actually held in via a 2x2 round jumper there. So day number 22 brings us our last figure for this advent calendar, and it's Wong, and specifically it's that version that came in the Sanctum Sanctorum modular last year. So it's based off his appearance in Infinity War. Talking about his accessory first, he does come with that Minecraft head and completely trans blue there. That's just to represent the Tesseract. There's a specific reason why we're getting the Tesseract in the set, and we'll get into that in a later day. But talking about the actual figure, same head that we've been getting for Wong since the No Way Home tie-in sets. Looks really like Benedict Wong here. They don't give him any hair since about it in Infinity War. His hair was way too closely non-existent for any hairpiece to actually represent it. Really nice torso print. It's really nicely done, really reflects how his costume looks like in Infinity War. However, we did get one in a Bricktober pack way back when in like 2018, and that figure had leg printing, and the fact that this newer version in the Sanctum set did not, and that carries over, really disappointing here. But flipping around, you can see he's got some nice back printing, and of course this head has no alternate face, just so they can do different versions of Wong with and without his head. Day number 23 brings us the start of our Christmas tree for this advent calendar, and the coolest part is flipping it up. It's themed to Captain America's shield. If you can't make it out, you get the red, you get the white, and then you get the blue in the center, which is traditionally the star, but that's where our tree is going to connect. And the even cooler part is if you have the train from the previous day here, you can have it around the tree skirt, and you can kind of have it be like one of those model trains that some people have going around their trees as part of their traditions. So our final day here, Christmas Eve, we get our standard Christmas tree for these advent calendars, and this is pretty much a build we've seen before. It's that small little build that Lego likes to use a lot for like the polybags and the advent calendars. It's pretty effective. It does get the general shape down, and it does look pretty nice. But putting this on our little tree stand here, you can see that it looks really good on there as well. And if you notice, there's a stud at the top here. That's why Wong comes with the Tesseract. That is our tree topper for this Christmas tree this year. You have the Tesseract as a tree topper, which is kind of cool. It kind of makes up for the fact that the ornaments on this are kind of just lame studs there, but it does look pretty nice. It does look nice with that Captain America themed tree skirt, and then the little train going around there as well. That all looks really good and really effective. And here's all the extra pieces you can expect with this set. A couple of standouts. You do get an extra one of the nano figures, scissors, that spear piece tip, a couple of roller skates and ice skates. But the rest is pretty much just standard studs and plates. So talking about the instructions briefly, I do admit that it is probably pretty hard to surmise little builds here and little one-shots of how to build something, but it is I do think all of them are done pretty nicely, and didn't get tripped up by any one of them. They're pretty all clear and concise. And the other thing that I want to highlight is if you have something from a previous day like a Okoye here, it does show you who is supposed to go with this stuff, so that you know, not necessarily get it with that day, but you are supposed to use it with a previous day and combine the stuff. So let's get into my final thoughts for the set. Starting off with the positive, I really liked a lot of these builds here. A lot of them are appropriately Christmas themed, and they're even better combined with Avengers stuff. The figures, I really like the selection here. You get some rarer ones. in the two Christmas versions of figures, Spider-Man and Black Widow. Really like them. They have really good torso prints for Christmas here, and they do kind of reflect the past year and a half of Marvel here. So do all the figures. Really love the Christmas tree whole setup here, themed to Captain America. That's also really nice. Even this little build here for the fireplace and all that, really good reference to the first Doctor Strange movie as well. Now let's get into the bad parts of this advent calendar, and there are a lot. First of all, let's talk about the days. Some of them are just straight up questionably bad. The fact that Doctor Strange's cape is one day, the fact that Spider-Man's web pieces are another day, and they're all separate on their own. And specifically about those web pieces too, you get Spider-Man's clips there to attach the web pieces to it. You do not get anything else to combine these web pieces that normally you get in the set. Like you get a cone or something and some studs, and you don't get anything here. So that's kind of a waste. Another thing, why do we have a chair for Loki here? Doesn't make any sense to me. He's not even included in this advent calendar, so why is that even here? Are you just assuming that somebody's kid is gonna have another set that has Loki in it to get him? I much rather would have taken Wong out of here and substituted a Loki if you were going to do that, and it's just questionable for some of these days. It really screams that they were kind of just stretching and reaching to create something for some of these days here that they couldn't fill up 24 advent calendar days, and that ultimately brings me to the price here of $45 here in the US. Not worth it at all. I would say this advent calendar, it should have been more in line with like what it used to be, which was like $35 and under, and that's pushing it. But this is just a bad advent calendar. It's overpriced. I do think it is the weakest of the advent calendars released this year, and I give it a 6 out of 10. I recommend picking this up for the parts and the figures alone, but at a steep discount. This is not worth the money, and just not worth the money for what they're charging for it. So comment below, let me know what your thoughts on this advent calendar are. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. I always look forward to having an open discussion with you guys, and that does it for this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what you've seen and you like more honest takes on Lego sets in the YouTube community. I offer that. Like, ring the bell, all that jazz helps the channel grow, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, stack on.